Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's NIHL National League and Cup game between your TSI World Bees and the Telford Tigers on this Sunday evening. A delayed start here in Slough tonight due to the late arrival of the referees. You've got to love those M4 roadworks at the moment. They are delightful. But thank you for joining us here, some Telford Tigers fans who have made it down tonight, and of course the Bees faithful who are here this evening for your Sunday night's entertainment. So there you go, there's me, my name, Joe Scutts. Thanks Nick, throwing me under the bus there. At least you haven't found my Twitter yet, you can't get that on there. Nah. Feel free to join in the conversation tonight on Twitter. Please use the hashtag BeesMNL. Let us know your thoughts as the game goes on. Let us know your predictions pre-game, how you think the game's going to go. Be a Bees fan, if you're a Tigers fan, just please get involved. It makes the night much more enjoyable for all of us here. But before we get into tonight's game, we do have a video from during the week where we mic'd up one Juha Lindgren during training this weekend, during the week.
I'm Juha. It's just like a game, to be honest. God, he would have saved that. Oh. That's a good shot. Mate, I might quit. Oh, wow. Oh, I remember this drill. I messed it up. I messed this drill up last time. We've got no parks. We've got no parks. We've got no parks. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, he scores!
Yeah, so forward you've got to keep it till he blows a whistle. So don't try and beat the guy.
Oh.
You have to chip it.
Oh! So, oh, you don't want to go first. What? There you go, guys. You can go first. Please.
Shoot the puck properly, boys.
You tell him, guys.
Liam, shoot the puck properly.
Shoot the puck! Ice hockey! Ice hockey! Ooh. I'm going to sleep good tonight. That doesn't look right. Oh, I'm missing stuff. That's what I did though, it doesn't look right. What have you done? No, give up.
It's a microphone, mate.
Yeah, I can tell it's a standard.
Crocodile clip and clip it.
Mate, this is why I just sleep.
Look,
so much.
use the crocodile clip.
Yeah, I know, I'm not 5.
Well, you can't do it, can you?
Oh, mate, this is a bit hard actually, I don't know. No, go away, Weller.
5, I can't do it.
Shut up.
Not
That'll
5.
work, that'll work. Oh, I'm on Brendan's line, eh? Let's go.
Well, there's some of what we had in training during the week. We'll bring you another bit of it during the first period intermission. And if anyone was ever unsure, Juha Lindgren isn't 5. Well, last night and over the weekend, it's been quite busy already. Friday night, the Bristol Pitbulls beating the Swindon Wildcats 7-3. Goals coming from former B, Ed Bradley, Alex Roberts and Owen Sobchak with 2 for the Pitbulls. Last night, our 2 teams in opposition tonight. The Bees travelled all the way up to Sheffield before going down 3-1. Goals for the Steel Dogs coming from Jason Hewitt, Vladislav Volkanovs and Matt Bissonette. The Bees goal coming from James Galazzi. The Telford Tigers lost 2-1 to the Peterborough Phantoms. Their sole goal coming from Brodie Jessen on the night. Elsewhere in the league, the Basingstoke Bison losing 3-1 to the Leeds Knights. The Raiders beating the Hull Seahawks 3-1 and the Swindon Wildcats beating the Milton Keynes Lightning 4-2. As we move quickly on to tonight's game, obviously we're running late. We are trying to catch up a bit of time for tonight. So we'll introduce your teams for you. First, the TSI World Bees. 4, Luke Jackson. 9, Lewis English. 10, James Galazzi. 18, Ryan Webb. 19, Will Stead. 21, Liam Clark. 23, Dom Gabai. 24, Dan Rose. 27, Josh Smith. 38, Juha Lindgren. 51, JJ Pitchley. 65, Harvey Stead. 88, Josh Martin. 92, Alan Lack. 94 Stuart Mogg, 96 Brendan Walcombe, and the netminders 84 Adam Goss and 93 Dan Weller-Evans. The Bees add Lewis English and Liam Clark through tonight's roster after they played for the Slough Jets last night down in Solent. They're the only changes for the Bees from last night. The Telford Tigers, they bring a slightly weakened team down to us tonight. It is 7 Bailey Harewood, 8 Jake Price, 10 Lucas Price, 12 Daniel Rose, 16 Corey Goodison, 17 Rick Plant, 22 Jason Silverthorne, 23 Dan Mulcahy, 25 Sam Watkins, 38 Thomas Byrne, 46 Finley Howells, 61 Brodie Jessen, 77 Scott McKenzie, 91 Rhodes Mitchell King, 94 Vladimir Luca, and in between the pipes number 30 Brad Day and 35 Ryan Lewis, their coach Tom Watkins. The two-time defending National League champs are in town and looking to avenge their defeat to Peterborough last night, as the mascots at first are out onto the ice tonight. There is your league table at the moment. The lead tonight's unbeaten so far still, as they go into action tonight. The Milton Keynes Lightning in second with their one loss to the Swindon Wildcats last night. Telford 4-5 record coming into this one, something we're not used to seeing from the Tigers over the last few years, so this is an important game, and particularly for the Bees, sitting at 2-5 in the one shootout loss after basically running the Steel Dogs close. It was 0-0 for 50 minutes last night, and then all goals coming in the last 10. We will, of course, keep you up to date with the other games going on around the league tonight during the period breaks, as we are joined by our officials for the evening, Mr. Stephen Matthews and Mr. James Irons, with the armbands of power, and on the lines, Mr. Justin Lalonde and Mr. Pavel Olchak. So yes, please bear with us, obviously we've had our 15-minute delay. Again, love M4 roadworks, they're always the best. And now everyone can relax, hockey's on. Join in the conversation with us tonight. Please use the hashtag BeesMNL, and why not follow us for in-game updates at BeesMNL. Let us know your predictions for tonight. Let us know your predictions for the rest of the season if you're a Telford fan. And please just join in with any comments you have with us. Producer Nick's already laughing, which means we've probably already got one in. Nope. Please do join in with anything you want shouted out, be it, you know, someone you know is watching and it's their birthday or whatever. And enjoy your Sunday night with us, as we just await the two teams to come out onto the ice. As Brad Day leads out the Telford Tigers for this evening. Just going to say to producer Nick over here, Telford Tigers away shirts, one of the nicer ones we've seen so far this week, yeah? Thumbs up, thumbs down? Middle. Let us know your thoughts. Which team's got the best kit this year? That'll be a fun one for the evening. Who's got the best jerseys? And of course, the correct answer is, of course, the Bees Halloween jerseys to be worn on the 28th. Because they are beautiful. Thank you to Dan Mason Tattoos for designing that one. They're a one night only thing on Friday the 28th. As we're ready for go time, as Adam Goss leads the Bees out for tonight's National League and Cup game. As we get ready to go for tonight's game, Bees versus Tigers. Don't forget, you can get your comments or your predictions, anything in. Please use the hashtag BeesMNL to get them shouted out on the stream tonight. Starting net minus for both teams. In goal for the Telford Tigers, it's Brad Day. Brad Day has played every single minute so far this year for the Tigers, posting a 4-5 record. For the Bees, starting in net tonight, Adam Goss, who has played all bar half the game in Bristol last Saturday when Dan Weller-Evans took over for him in relief. The Bees at full strength with a couple of extras. Telford missing a couple of players, Nick Oliver and Jonathan Weather being the main two on defence for the Tigers, missing. As we look to get ready for tonight's game. As the referee, James Irons, just checks with everyone, checks with the goal judges and the timekeeper. James Galazzi and Jason Silverthorne in the middle. And we are underway for your Sunday night with the Tigers with possession. Ricky Plant flicking it down into the B zone. Stuart Mogg there to break it up. Held up against the boards. Bees do get it away. Rhodes Mitchell King is the first man to the puck. Clears it to the former B, Bailey Harewood. Harewood on the edge of the Tigers zone. Finds Plant. Cross-ice pass or wide open Silverthorne. He dumps it in. And looks for a change. Attempted clearance there, goes nowhere. Harewood cuts it out. Round the back. Cross-ice pass. Shot in on goal is blocked by Gabai. Gabai will tear it off. 3-on-2 for the Bees. Gabai steadies, waits, looks up, takes the shot. Covered by Day. No, it's loose around the back and front. Net to the front. Nobody there. Rose has an attempted shot blocked. And the breakout pass is also intercepted there by the Bees. Harvey Stead. Chipped up. Tigers block it and come back the other way with Scott McKenzie. Josh Martin through centre ice. Fakes inside out. Finds Jackson, who immediately returns pass to Martin. Tigers cause the turnover and will break the other way. Luca goes for the shot, poke checked away by Martin. Stuck in his legs. Dan Rose is the first man to the puck. He's looking to clear it, not quite getting there. Rose fighting with Finley Howells there in front of the net. Harvey Stead clears. Gets the red line dumps, and both teams will change up. Mogg for the Bees. Just waits behind the net. And the long stretch pass out to Ryan Webb, who chips it into the zone. Gives chase. Day out of the net to play the puck. He's the first man to it. Mulcahy finds Sam Watkins. Attempted cross-ice pass is intercepted by English. Lewis English playing D at the moment. The usual forward for the Jets. Scored a goal in their victory down in Solent last night. Shot from the Tigers. Blocked in front again. Harewood. Can't get away from English. Lindgren will complete the clearance and the Bees change. Tigers into the zone. Shot is blocked away by Goss into the netting, and we'll have our first stoppage of the evening with almost 3 minutes gone in the first period. Face off to the right of Goss. Won by Silverthorne. And Goodbye picks it up. Long cross-ice pass. Played by Goodison. Icing is still called. He must not have quite got there. Don't forget, join in the conversation with us tonight. Bees MNL is the hashtag you need. Let us know your thoughts on the game, or in general. The question of the night is, who's got the best jerseys in the league this year? Obviously, we're biased. We're going to say our Halloween jerseys, which are being worn on the 28th of October. Nick, you agree with that one, don't you? Yes, he does. See, it is the only correct answer. Producer Nick says he's got one, so have I. It's on order. I'm not allowed to wear it, of course, but I've got it on order. Face off in the B zone, just left of Goss. Won by Galazzi. Jackson is there to clear it. Try to. Telford keep it in the zone. Wilstead gives chase, gets beaten to the puck, but the Bees get it. Goodison for the Tigers. Puck finds its way to Silverthorne, who chips it into the zone. Bees will get possession. Alan Lack now. Shipped up ice to Galazzi. Can't quite get it the puck to Wilstead. Tigers will take control. Long dump into the B zone. Stead reads the puck well before Fillinghouse can get there. Turnover though to Scott McKenzie in front. Stead does well to break that play up though. And his brother Harvey is there to collect. Finds Dom Goodbye. Puck out to Goodbye again. Shot is saved by Day. Comes right back out, unfortunately for the Tigers. Falls to a Tiger stick. Big open ice hit there. More of a collision than a hit, really. As the Tigers work it in. Dan Rose, met by Stuart Mogg. Goodbye gets the puck, and Bees will settle it down again. Stead off the boards. Turnover created. Tigers lose out in possession again. Luca to McKenzie. Luke off the boards, finds the open D-man. Shot comes in, is blocked by Josh Martin. Penalty on the play. McKenzie knocked down. I must admit I wasn't looking, I was following the puck, but there's a tripping call coming on Stuart Mogg by the looks of it. 4:41 on the clock, and we have our first power play of the evening for the Telford Tigers. Tigers power play before last night, 8 for 29 on the year, 27.59%. The Bees penalty kill, 24 for 34, 70.59. Very good power play unit against what has been a pretty hit and miss penalty kill unit so far this year. As the shot is blocked in front by Dan Rose. Tigers looking to work it around. Luke Jackson intercepts, tries to clear, can't quite get it out of the zone. Puck to McKenzie. Shot from the point, blocks the traffic, goes through and in! It looks like a tip in front from Jason Silverthorne off the point blast from Dan Rose, and it goes through Adam Goss and into the net. It's 1-0 Tigers. We said it was a good power play unit. The pass from McKenzie, Dan Rose just waits his man, waits the shot, hammers it, and it's a tip in front from Silverthorne. Just diverts it away from Adam Goss. Goss already moving to his right, and the puck going back left. The desperation dive from the Bees forward in front as well. But it's a Tigers lead as we go back live. So early power play marker for the Tigers as the Bees look to get control. Ryan Webb turns over to Brody Jessen. Sam Watkins up to the point. Webb cuts the pass out. Gets it around, turned over, shot again off the post of the Tigers, and it goes in! That is highly unfortunate for the Bees. The first shot comes off the post. It hits Goss on the back and just trickles into the net. It's 2-0 Tigers, 5:32 on the clock. It's the point blast that comes in off the post, off Goss's back, and it just trickles over the line. Corey Goodison with the Tigers' second of the evening. It's an absolute rocket off the post and just goes in. We said the Tigers were looking for a fast start. 2-0 after 5 minutes is fast enough here. And a change of netminder for the Bees. Danweller Evans now in goal after 5.5 minutes. So a change of netminder after the Tigers' second goal. Wilstead behind the net. Goodison from Jessen is the Tigers' second goal. The Bees break. Goodbye. Shoots. Save by Day. Penalty is called. Referee Stephen Matthews with his arm up in the air. So the Bees will head to the power play. A holding penalty is called. .56 on the clock. As we head on to the power play, it's Corey Goodison, the goal scorer, called for a hold there. The Bees power play this year before last night, 10 for 35, 28.57. The Tigers penalty kill, 21 for 28, 75%. Again, it's a penalty kill that is usually better than this for the Tigers, and a power play that has been red hot for the Bees so far this year. Galazzi down low in the corner. Puck finds its way out to Harvey Stead. Over to Goodbye. Goodbye's shot is blocked. Stead just keeps it in the zone, linesman says anyway. The Bees look to set up. Lindgren with a shot. Oh wow, Juha Lindgren gets the Bees off the mark for the evening. It's a power play goal, 6:31 on the clock. It's just good cycling round from the Bees. Lindgren again just waits for the slot to open up, fires it through traffic. Galazzi in front of the net does his job screening Brad Day. It's a good finish for the Bees and an instant reply. It's Bees 1, Tigers 2. Rose wins the face-off for the Bees. Martin chips it in. Rose turns it over. Wilstead chips it in. Tries it again. Tigers break out. Bailey Harewood evading 2 checks. Can't get away from the third. Lindgren from Goodbye and Harvey Stead, the first goal for the Bees for the evening. Juha Lindgren's 6th goal of the year so far. Already moves him on to 13 points this season. Sorry, 12 points this season. Can't even read my own notes. This is a good start to the night. Luke Jackson clears. The Tigers come the other way. Howells tries to take it in. He's met by Wilstead. Walcombe can't evade the check from Scott McKenzie. McKenzie's pass out to the point. Shot through traffic and in. Danweller Evans couldn't see it. It was a turnover behind the net. McKenzie with the pass back up to the Tigers D-man. And it's an absolute snipe from Rhodes Mitchell-King. Blocker high on Danweller Evans. Tigers 3, Bees 1, 7:27 on the clock. It's a turnover behind the net here that Scott McKenzie creates just off camera. And the pinpoint pass, Rhodes Mitchell-King, an absolute rocket through the eye of a needle there on Danweller Evans for the Tigers' 3rd of the evening. And as we go back live, the Bees win the face-off. Mogg to Goodbye. Goodbye brings it up ice. Gets poke checked by Lukaby. Quickly wins the pack back. Tigers create the turnover and come back the other way. Howells passes it off to his D-man. Goodison chipped in, not blocked by Goodbye. Galazzi can't get the puck to him, and Tigers will go and change. Stead met by Sam Watkins. Held up well by the young Tiger. Finds it way to Walkham. Lucas Price creates the turnover again. Mogg will clear. Lucas Price again with another turnover at centre ice. Watkins chips the puck in. That will go to Weller Evans. He plays it away. Errant pass from Wilstead this time. Tigers with it down low. Watkins. Still with possession down there. Tries to find Mulcahy, but the Bees do manage to clear it. Hugh Lingren can't quite finish the job. Lucas Price chips it in, takes a deflection, goes behind the net. Watkins collects. It's met by Galatzi instead. Stead loses his stick. Puck does come out to Mogg. Walkham clears it, and Lindgren is away. Lindgren breaks in, tries to avoid the check from Jake Price. Tigers create the turnover again and come back the other way. English now for the Bees. Long cross ice pass finds Walkham. He can't quite get under possession. No icing called. Here come the Tigers again. Good block from Lindgren this time, creates a turnover. Webb to Walkham. Walkham shot, saved by Day. Goodison clears it into the corner. Silverthorne manages to complete the job, and here come the Tigers on the break, 3-on-2. And the lino calls offside. Linesman just in the lawn there, taking a tumble. Don't forget you can join in the conversation tonight. Please use the hashtag BeesMNL for any thoughts, shout-outs you do have for the evening. Join us. Let us know how your evening's going, how you think the game's going. Anything you like. McKenzie wins the face-off for the Tigers. Puck comes out to Harvey Stead. It's pushed down by McKenzie. Mogg off the boards. Tries to go to goodbye, gets stuck between his legs. Eventually does chip it in. Goodison is the first man there. Tigers attempt to clear it. Mogg keeps it in. The Tigers do get possession and they can break out again. Goodison to the front of the net, and that finds Rick Plant, and it's 4-1 Tigers. Goodison just holding off Harvey Stead the entire way round. Puck in front to the net for Rick Plant, and the Tigers get their fourth of the evening, 10:19 on the clock. Goodison getting the pass, just holds Stead off around the face-off circle, and the pass again through the eye of a needle between the two sticks, finds Rick Plant, buries it. Low block aside on Weller Evans for the Tigers' fourth goal of the evening. Face off collected by the Tigers. Howells met by Jackson. That pass comes out to Jake Price. Chips it in. Evans will block it into the corner. Wilstead causes the turnover, comes back to Sam Watkins. Cross ice, shot in front, that's on his block by Weller Evans, it's kicked in for the fifth. That is probably the most unfortunate goal we're going to see all year. The point shot comes in, Weller Evans gloves it down straight in front to the path of Wilstead, and it comes off his knee and into the net. The Tigers get their fifth, 10:47 on the clock. It's the pass between D-man to D-man. The shot comes in, takes deflection, blocked by Weller Evans the first time, and Wilstead is just in the wrong place at the wrong time. It's Dan Rose with the shot. The tip in front first by Howells. That might go down as a Finley Howells goal, but it's definitely off Wilstead's knee and in past his netminder. Yep, it has gone down as Howells unassisted. He would have got the tip in front there. As the Tigers break out again, they lose possession. They get it back again though. Lucas Price does well to hold off. Harvey Stead again almost turns it over in front of the goal again. This is very dangerous from the Bees so far. English fans on the attempted clearance. Silverthorne kicks is there first. Is met by two Bees and they clear it out. Walkham finds Lindgren. Lindgren tries to beat his man, goes the wrong way, is taken out, and the referee immediately calls it. Interference is the call. 11:31 on the clock, and the Bees will go on the power play for the second time tonight. There's a lot of arguing on that one, but from the angle we've got up here, yes, Lindgren may have gone the wrong way around the puck, but you can't also then take your man further away from the puck. Dan Rose sitting the 2-minute minor for the Tigers. John Ripley, Steel Dogs versus Bees. That was last night. Dogs won 3-1. Face off to the right of Day is won by the Tigers. Held up against the boards. McKenzie gets it clear. Goodison will clear it the length of the ice. And Bees will regroup. Wilstead will lead the breakout. Evades one check, evades a second. Still going, coast to coast for Stead. Off the boards to Goodbye. Goodbye back down low. Back to Goodbye, back door, chance. Nobody there, can't get it under control. Lindgren up to Harvey Stead. Stead through traffic, shot blocked by Day and away. Goodbye, the first man to it. Goodbye, back to Lindgren. Stead. Goodbye. Attempted pass to the back post is blocked and goes back away. Goodbye gets it again, down low. Lindgren. Harvey Stead on the blue line. That shot is wayward. It hits Goodbye on the back door. Goodbye will collect. 40 seconds left on the power play. Stead shot through traffic and goes well wide. Stead does a good job of keeping it in with his brother. Up to Goodbye. Goodbye waits. Shot is deflected away again. Wilstead. Over to Goodbye. Slap shot. Blocked in front. Saved the second time from Day. Puck comes back to Goodbye again. Winds up. Fakes. Shot is blocked by McKenzie. Wilstead will think of another go. Finds a pass to Webb in front. Not there. And the Tigers will clear with 10 seconds left on the penalty. Harvey Stead will hold on to the puck as the penalty is killed off. And a turnover in front again from the Bees. It took two chances there. Another wayward pass to Sam Watkins intercepts. The first shot is saved from Weller Evans. The second one falls to Brody Jessen, who has another go, and it's luckily stays between Weller Evans' legs there. That could have been a very ugly sixth goal for the Tigers there. Face off to the left of Weller Evans, won by Walcombe. Jackson. Chip clear by Pitchley, not out of the zone unfortunately. Puck in front of the net, and there is the sixth. The shot in front is tipped in. The shot from Jake Price is tipped in by young Tom Byrne. It's his first goal in the National League for the Telford Tigers. And the Tigers have their sixth. 13:53 on the clock. It's another turnover. The puck comes all the way back to Jake Price on the blue line. The puck in front of the net. Tom Byrne just skates to the front of the net, as you're told when you're a junior. Gets his stick down, and it comes right up and into the top corner on Weller Evans' net. Tom Byrne, his first goal in the National League for the Tigers. It's Byrne assisted Jake Price and Jessen for the Tigers' sixth of the evening. In what has been a fairly disastrous first 14 minutes for the Bees. Tigers with the puck, long cross-ice pass, finds the open man, winds up, shot, and there's the seventh! Vladimir Luka with an absolute rocket. Left all alone, the freedom of the right wing, just fires an absolute rocket into the top corner. The Tigers get their seventh, 14-18. You can see Luka there just wide open on the right wing, given enough time, winds up, fires, and it goes just below the blocker of Weller Evans. And now we're going to have Dan Weller Evans pulled from the game. Adam Goss is going to go back in as the Tigers lead 7-1. This Luka goal is an absolute rocket. It's actually stuck in the net. Tells you how hard he hit that puck. It's still lodged in the net. The Tigers 7-1 up, 14-18 on the clock. There you go. How many people does it take to get a puck out of a goal? The answer is 3. If you had that at home, you win. Don't know what you win, but you win. Eight goals in this first period. I personally haven't seen anything like this ever. And I've watched NHL 2 hockey and junior hockey, and I've never seen it. Nick's also shaking his head at the moment. Shot for the Bees goes up and into the net. Stoppage. Nick, 8 goals in a period. Seen it before? Nope. 5.5 minutes to go here with the score line at 7-1 to the Tigers. Face off to the left of Day. That clearance looks like it's gone up and out of play. Are the referees having a brief discussion? Bees want to delay a game call. I don't think they're going to get it. We will stay inside. 5-on-5 hockey. We go again, face off just to the left of the Day. Tigers win it. Puck takes a bounce off the board and comes away. Wilstead to Harvey. Puck kept in by the Tigers. The forecheck from the Tigers has been the most impressive thing in this evening so far. It has been unrelenting. Galazzi finds Lack. Long cross-ice pass, intercepted again. Chipped in deep. Lack will collect. Tries to clear it. Lack will complete the job, and it's nearly intercepted again by Luca. Goodbye to Wilstead. Stead with a shot short side. It's covered up by Day. 4:42 left on the clock. Face off to the right of Day. Won by the Bees. Puck comes out to Mogg. Shot flicked in, takes deflection. Stuck in Day's pads, and the referees blow after a second or two. Face off to the right of Day is won by the Tigers. Mitchell King will be the first man to it. Mulcahy ushers it out of the zone. The Bees will look to regroup. Rose chips it in. Day out to play the puck. Luckily a tie gets there first. Mulcahy chips clear. Mogg circles around, waits for his man. Tigers can't play it. They were deemed offside by the linesman. And Pitchley will bring it the other way for the Bees. Evades one check. Tries to go through two Tigers. Can't quite pull it off. Tigers clear. Luke Jackson now behind the goal. Clearance attempted to Lindgren. Intercepted by Mitchell King. Mitchell King stood up by Jackson on the blue line there. Creates the turnover. And Jackson now with the puck. Off the boards, attempted to anyway. Puck finds its way eventually to Walcombe. Over to Lindgren. Lindgren tries to evade Price. Price does a good job of just poke checking it off of Lindgren. Puck held up in the corner there. Tigers eventually come away with it. It's Harewood. Tries to turnstile Wilstead. Harvey Stead can't quite play it the second time, but does get it there. Tigers, Jessen looked to have kept it in, but is deemed offside. Face-off will be just outside the zone with 2:52 left on the clock in the first period. Face-off won by the Tigers. Dan Rose is back there. That's also hurting my brain at the moment. I'm going to just nick that. There's 2 Dan Roses tonight. I'm going to have to call the Telford one Daniel. That's his official name. Lack with the turnover, met by Byrne. Harvey Stead collects it. And Bees looks to break out. Galazzi over to Gabai. Galazzi to the front of the net as Gabai shoots. Saved by Day, and it's held up in his pads. Once again, you can join in the conversation with us tonight. Please use the hashtag BeesMNL. And why not follow us at BeesMNL for all your updates in case I miss something or something gets changed on one of the goals or the assists. There's been a lot. It's hard to keep up so far. Face off to the right of Day. It's won by the Tigers. They do eventually get it clear. Dan Mulcahy nearly getting his way past Mog. Harvey Stead now on the other side of the pad. Chipped into Gabai. He chips it in further. Galazzi will beat the first man there. Holds it up to Harvey Stead. Shot for the point is blocked away from Day. Mog chips it back in, takes deflection in front, and that goes up into the glove of Day. Things like that, it's just that little bit of luck that the Bees haven't had so far. Every time there's been a chip in front, it's gone into Day's glove or it's hit Day. Whereas every time the Tigers seem to have done it, it's gone screaming into the top corner. Take nothing away from the Tigers, it has been a dominant first 20 minutes so far from them. Face off, won by the Bees, Will Stead. Chips it in to Lindgren. Puck held up down low. Mitchell King does clear it to Dan Rose. Pitchley evades one check, takes the shot, that's blocked in front. Tigers will look to clear. McKenzie gives chase with Josh Martin. English collects, fires, and Day comfortably holds it. Face off to the left of Day. A little over 90 seconds left in the period. English shot, takes deflections, goes wide. Luca will be the first Tiger there. Clears it out to McKenzie. Cycle over Telford with the overload on the left hand side. That shot is saved by Goss. The rebound, Martin does get it away. Luca was deemed to have high stick back by one of the referees. Didn't play it, but the Bees have it anyway. Rose. Met by 2 Tigers. Third one is lurking there in Luca. Puck to the front, nobody there, fortunately for the Bees. English is the first man. Clears it to Pitchley. Rose will dump it in. Final minute of the first period. Goodison can't quite play it out from under his feet. Does it the second time. Again, puck comes clear. Bees will collect through Will Stead. Pass over to Harvey. Mitchell King looks to clear it. Does. Howells will turn and come the other way for the Tigers. Skating in. Tries to go around Stead, sort of half spins and then stopped. And Wilstead just cleans his man out. Walcombe up to Webb. Skates in, he's met by Jake Price. Into the corner. Tigers will clear it the length of the ice. The race is on. Goss has to come out to play it. Does so. Turnover again in front. Tigers almost get there. They will get a chance. No, Silverthorne is blocked by Harvey Stead. Attempt to pass the front of the net. Walcombe will look to clear it. And the buzzer goes on what has quite possibly been the worst 20 minutes of hockey in quite a while for the Bees. 7-1 is the score after 20 minutes. 7 different goal scorers for the Tigers. 2 netminder changes for the Bees. Take nothing away from the Tigers. They have been nothing but class in that first 20 minutes at both ends of the ice. Putting the puck in the net, an unrelenting forecheck has just created all of these turnovers that has put the Bees on the back foot. 7-1 after 20. Please get any of your thoughts, comments in. Use the hashtag BeesMNL. Be it a Bees fan, a Tigers fan, we'll read out as many as you can. Keep it polite, obviously, is the one thing we do say. And we will join you back in about 10 minutes' time. We've got a little bit more from you, Hull Ingram, mic'd up at practice, but we will join you back in 10 minutes. And welcome back, just as the officials come out for the start of the second period. What a first period that was. If you're a Telford Tigers fan, the Bees won, the Telford Tigers 7. So many goals, we couldn't even fit them all on the end of period graphic here. Shots on goal, there was 14 on the Bees, 13 on the Tigers. Brad Day, 13 saves in that period. Whereas 7 for 14, the Tigers shooting percentage. You don't need to be a genius to work that one out. 4 on Goss, 10 on Weller Evans. 2 netminder changes in the period. The solitary goal for the Bees coming from Juha Lindgren. 7 different goal scorers from the Tigers. Silverthorne, Goodison, Rhodes Mitchell King, Ricky Plant, Finley Howes, Lucas Price and Vladimir Luka. Elsewhere in the league at the moment, latest updates, we have got Milton Keynes Lightning 1, the Bristol Pitbulls 0. Max Stewart with the sole goal for the Lightning as they look to bounce back from last night. The Hull Seahawks 1, Sheffield Steeldogs 2. Declan Barmer for the Seahawks, Matt Bissonette and Alex Graham for the Dogs. And Peterborough Phantoms 5, the Raiders 1. Goals from Brad Bowring, Glenn Billing, Corey McEwen, Alice Padlek and Lucas Sapkowski for the Phantoms. Tommy Huggett with the 1 goal for the Raiders. And Leeds United's Basingstoke Bison is set to start in about 20 minutes time. 6:30, I believe, is the face-off there in Leeds. If you have got any comments you want read out on tonight, please use the hashtag BeesMNL. Be it a Bees fan, a Tigers fan, or a fan who just wants to take a bit of a mickey tonight, because this has not been a good period so far. As the Tigers, led out by Brad Day, join us for the second period. And they are quickly followed by the Bees and Adam Goss. We'll see what kind of bounce back the Bees are going to give for the next 40 minutes. Let's face it, they've got nothing to lose but to go for it now. Vladimir Luka's 10th goal of the season in there. That puts him, I think, second behind Liam Stewart for most goals so far this year. Obviously, that is really hard to track when there's no game sheets at the moment. I'll do my best off Twitter, honest. As Stephen Matthews calls the players in for the start of the second period. Silverthorne and Galazzi called in, and the second period is underway here in Slough tonight. Mitchell King collects for the Tigers behind the goal and receives the return pass. Puck intercepted by Gabai. He immediately turns it back over to Goodison. Gabai works it out of the way from the scrum. Shipped in. Day will play it. Cycle back round to Mitchell King. Turned over behind the net by Gabai. That falls straight back to a Tiger. Goodison will clear. Up to Plant. And Silverthorne chips it in. As the elder statesmen of the line go for a line change. Bees behind the net. Look to clear. Can't even get it out from behind the net at the moment. They eventually do, but cause the turnover. Harewood finds Luka. Luka back in front of the net. That one fortunately goes through the crease. Bees can't clear it. Mitchell King keeps it in. Bees do eventually get the turnover and get it out of the zone. Alan Lack tries to chip it in. That goes up into the Bees bench, and we'll have a face-off just outside of the Tigers zone. I think we had a tweet in, but as Bruce Dix told me, it looks like it's broken. We still get John Ripley for the second time tonight. He still thinks we're playing the Steel Dogs. Funnily enough, I'd rather have that score at the moment. Bees of the puck, Martin. Over to Pitchley, that is turned over to the Tigers. Kept in at the blue line, shot comes in. Dan Rose is there to collect, turns, misfires. Jake Price will clear to Howells. English mix in there, and it is kept in. Jake Price over to Rose. Up to Luca. Attempted cross ice pass to Howells, goes wayward. And Martin will collect. Pitchley looks to clear, can't get it out the zone. Has a second stab at it, and does this time. Bees will come on the break. Martin carries it around, puck comes off the skate. There is a penalty on the Tigers called. And looks like Finley Howells is going to the box for a hooking minor. 22:06 at the time of that one. Bees will go on the power play for the third time this evening. Lee Birch, we want 8. Can't say I blame you. It looked like it was coming for a while there in that first period. Finley Howells hooking minor then at 22:06. Bees on the power play. Face off to the right of Day. Bees with control. Goodbye. Down low to Lindgren. Lindgren loses out. Mulcahy will bring it away. Lindgren tries to win the puck back. Does eventually. Bees will come back the other way. Wilstead, I should say, can't keep it in. And it's poke check by Mitchell King. Will. Up to Lindgren. Goes round one, loses control of the puck. Goodison will clear it the length of the ice. Goodbye for the Bees. Round one man. He's met by Silverthorne for the second go at it. Puck finds its way around to Galazzi. Blue line to Harvey Stead. Over to Will. Down low now to Goodbye. Behind the net. Can't get it under possession. Tigers look for the turnover. Lindgren is there to stop it. Back down low to Goodbye. Attempted pass takes deflection to Mitchell King. Lindgren is there to collect. Lindgren turns, goes the other way to Goodbye. Goodbye has a look for the shot. Decides against it. Lindgren. Back up to Dom. Puck finds its way to Will Stead. Back up to Harvey. Steps in off the blue line. Shot is blocked by Mulcahy, sorry. Wilstead to Harvey again. That time the shot is deflected and goes wide. Mitchell King's the first man there, and he will clear it the length of the ice. 23 seconds left on the Howells minor. Both teams change it up. And the Bees will look to come the other way. Lack chips it round Rosen in, who chases pass in. Holds his man up. Puck works his way out to Walcombe. Finds Mogg. Back to Brendan. Walcombe's shot is deflected into the corner. Clark is there. Tigers return to full strength. Lack comes away with the puck to Walcombe. Pass up to the blue line. Liam Clark with a shot through traffic. That goes wide. Attempts to stuff in and it goes in! Josh Martin with the stuff in on Day's near side. It was the shot from Clark from the blue line that took a deflection, came off the backboard. Martin was the first man there and he just stuffs it under Day's leg and in. The Beast second of the night, 24-21. The puck found its way out to Liam Clark. The shot gets deflected wide, and as you can see there, Martin just the first man to react to it and immediately pokes it underneath Day and in on his near post. Josh Martin gets his first of the season and the Bees get their second of the night. Face-off won by the Tigers. Rose to Jessen. Shot is saved by Goss and he will hold it. Martin from Clark is the official score. So Martin's first goal of the year and Liam Clark's first point as the Bee for this season. Face off to the left of Goss is won by McKenzie, but the Bees do get the puck. Rose creates a turnover, but that's intercepted by Dan Rose. Rose passing to Rose. I knew that was going to happen at some point this evening. Jessen tries to clear, he's met by Pitchley. Bees get possession. Martin chips it in, icing waved off. Jake Price is the first man there. Dan Rose carries him into the turnover eventually. The shot comes in, that one is saved by Day, up into his glove, and the player is blown dead. Face off to the left of Day, won by the Bees by Webb. Wilstead will chip it in deep. Lindgren tries to get there first. Puck is fanned on by Walkham. Silverthorne clears. Hayward loses out. Lindgren turns, comes the other way. Has to dump it in. Day plays the puck out to Goodison. And Silverthorne breaks 2-on-2. Harewood. Fans on the shot. Rick Plant's the first man there. That puck goes into the middle. No one reads it, fortunately for the Bees. Mitchell King keeps it in. Another turnover, and the Bees will eventually get it away. Bees into the zone. Puck to the front of the net, goes through everybody through the crease and comes away. Silverthorne clears it. Stood up by Harvey Stead, but Rick Plant with it now. Holds off his man. Turns, waits for support. Passes to Goodison. No one's picked him up, pinching in. That shot is blocked. The Bees will come the other way. They've got the 2-on-1 break if they can pull it off. Lindgren, that pass is blocked by Mitchell King. Walkham will try and finish the job though on his own. Does create the turnover at the same time. Lack meets him. Walkham collects it now. Up to the blue line. Wilstead shot through traffic, saved in front. Day, the puck is loose and cleared away by Harewood. Harewood takes it around 3 Bees and then is met by an absolute sandwich at the blue line. And the referee's arms up, and Alan Lack has decided to take exception to that hit from Harewood. Harewood not interested in fighting. The referee's arm is up. We'll await the calls on this one. So it looks like 2 minutes for roughing on Lack and a 2-minute cross-checking minor called on Harewood there. 26-29 is the call. Harewood 2 for cross-checking, Lack 2 for roughing. We'll play 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes. Face off to the right of Goss. Won by the Bees. And let's see what they can do with the added space now created. Goodbye. Skates in. Shot. Misses everything again. Wilstead was there. Couldn't get anything on the shot to tip it in. Mackenzie comes the other way. His shot is well gloved down by Goss. And the play is blown dead. Face off one by Mackenzie. Monk collects behind the Bees net. And Bees will come the other way. Martin will chase the chip in. Wins the puck. Can't get it under control though. Rose will get it the second time there for the Bees. Shot from Wilstead. That's blocked in front. That puck goes in front to Rose. His second chance is blocked by Jake Price. He goes for the wraparound. That again is blocked by Daniel Rose, and the Tigers will come the other way. Howells with the shot. That is also blocked. And the Bees will skate out. 2-on-2. Wilstead loses control for a second. Puck down to Dan Rose. Puck to the front of the net. Rhodes Mitchell King reads it well and intercepts the pass. Goodison doesn't read the bounce off the boards. Harvey Stead now keeps it in the zone, chips it in. Walkham is the first man there. There's a man in the middle if he wants it. Can't quite get the pass off in time. English keeps it in the zone. Harvey Stead waits. Mackenzie's there, blocks the attempted pass. Instead it's called for a high stick. And they then call it. It was signalled a high stick. The Tiger then played it, so I think there's a bit of confusion. The face-off will stay inside the Tiger's zone. 30 seconds exactly on both penalties. Okay, face-off will be just outside the Tiger zone now. Bees get control of the puck. They skate in. Shot, save from Day. Watkins is the first man there. He finds Goodison. They'll look to break. Goodison thought the drop pass was coming. He takes it to the front of the net. Goss sprawls out, gets the save. Bees come back the other way. Pass off the boards is intercepted by Luca. Goodison collects as both teams return to 5-on-5. English for the Bees. Around the boards to Walcombe. Attempt to pass to Lindgren goes nowhere. Mitchell King finds Jake Price. Pass up to Silverthorne, chipped in. Harewood will give chase. Harvey Stead is there. Harewood corrects, turnover again. Silverthorne in front. Pass finds its way out to Daniel Rose. Luca turns, comes the other way. Attempt to pass to Rose goes out the zone, and the Tigers will look to change. Rose for the Tigers. Pass goes through everything. Icing is called, and we will come all the way back to the Tigers zone. Don't forget, you can join in the conversation. Use the hashtag BeesMNL to get your thoughts on the game into us tonight. And why not follow us at BeesMNL for all match night updates, home and away, for your TSI World Bees. Face off to the right of Day. Won by the Tigers. Rose will clear. Chipped in. That goes out of play, into a goal. That's outside the rink. Good finish from that far away. I reckon we could have given them 10 goes at that. They couldn't do that again. Bees win the face off. Goodbye. Chips it in. Day comes out to play it. Turned over to Lack, who stumbles before he can get hold of the puck. Silverthorne takes the Tigers the other way. Up to Plant. Poked away there by Mogg. Mogg chips it in. Silverthorne will collect. Price hit from Lack there. Harewood spins away from the check from Weston. He will race in. Holds them off Mogg to the front of the net. That goes away and the goal comes off. Harewood just wasn't able to bring the puck back to his forehand to put it past Goss. Goss just waited his man out, stayed on that near post, and keeps the puck out. 10:04 gone here in the second period. Still 7-2. Face off to the right of Goss is won by the Bees. Here we go. They come break out. It's Pitchley holds off one man to the front of the net. That is a great block by Goodison. Pitchley did his job. He got the pass off to Dan Rose. Goodison blocks it before Rose can put it in the net. Martin now behind the net. Fans on the attempted pass. Will look to regain possession and does. Held up by two Tigers. Wants a call there. Nothing going. Mitchell King clears to Mulcahy. And here comes Lucas Price to the front of the net. Goss paddles it into the corner. Tigers go for a change. Again, just that forecheck. Mulcahy creates a turnover to the front of the net, and that goes wide. Mitchell King. Pass finds its way up to Mulcahy. Over to Howells. Mulcahy again. Goes backhand. Save from Goss, and that goes into the corner. Bees will collect. Tigers create the turnover again. Another backhand shot. That time it's up into the glove of Goss. Bees win the face-off. Stead can't get it out. Howells is the first, beats him to it. Bees will come away with it. Long breakout pass. Bees will break in to the front of the net. Shot, scores! Brendan Walcombe! Backhand won the breakaway. The Bees get their third of the evening thanks to Walcombe's sixth of the year. It's a beautiful breakout pass. Walcombe skates in, just has to hold his man off for a brief second, drags it forehand, backhand, and through Day's legs. It's the kind of break the Bees needed tonight. Their third of the evening coming at 31-32. Face off, won by the Bees. Pass in front of the net, no one there again. Lack gets control of the puck. Pass comes out to Harvey Stead. Stead with the shot through traffic, that goes wide. Lack gets control of it. Finds Gabai behind the net. Attempted pass is immediately blocked by Jake Price, who was crouching for a while there. Puck down low. Tigers will clear. Hit from Galazzi on Price. Tigers do get away with Lucas Price. Chipped in deep. Bees goal. Walcombe from Lindgren. Walcombe's sixth goal of the year. Lindgren is seventh assist of the year. He's now on 13 points. See, I preempted that, producer Nick. I didn't get it wrong the first time. I knew it was coming. That's my line. I'm sticking with it. Bees now with the puck. Pitchley. Chips it in. Chases it on his own. Silverthorne will bring it out for the Tigers. Silverthorne's shot is blocked, goes behind the net. Silverthorne will chase it in. Harewood. Up to Mitchell King. Mitchell King's shot saved by Goss. Almost crept through again, but he does well to close his legs up and save it. Tigers win the face-off. Blast from the point from Mitchell King is blocked by Rick Plant, of all people. Silverthorne holds off Rose. Rose gets help from Webb. Penalty coming on the Bees this time. Both referees have put their hands up for this one. And it is a tripping minor coming the Bees' way. 33-10 on the clock. The Tigers will go back on the power play for the second time this evening. Dan Rose, 2-minute tripping minor there for the Bees. 6:50 left here in the middle period. Face off won by the Tigers. Plant finds Luca. Turn pass. Up to Daniel Rose. His shot is through traffic. And into the corner. Referee does a good job of helping the Bees out. Daniel Rose now. Fans on the pass. Lindgren almost got the turnover on the breakaway there. Tigers will come back. Daniel Rose. Across to Luca. Shot is way over from Luca. Rose does a good job of keeping it in. No, it's deemed to have not kept it in. Offside is called. Face off just outside the Bees zone. 1:26 left on the Rose penalty, as you can see there on the big board at centre ice. And why not join in the conversation on Twitter? Use the hashtag BeesMNL and let us know your thoughts for tonight's game and the weekend. Oh no, producer Nick's dad dancing again. He's finally gone insane, ladies and gentlemen. It's finally happened. I leave him alone for 3 weeks. This is how it goes. Walcombe creates a turnover behind the Tigers' net. Tigers get it straight back. Goodison will lead the break. Decides against it, turns around the net, goes the other way as he's harried by Goodbye. Goodison, one man banding it. Wait, brilliant move through two Bs there. Stead just sort of left standing. Puck up to Mitchell King. Finds its way to Watkins. To the front of the net. Bees do a good job of intercepting. They can't quite clear it the first time they do it. The second, and it's Goodbye who stick-handles his way around one. Day is out of the net to play the puck and does just in time. Goodbye held off Mitchell King for a brief second. But Mitchell King just pushing Goodbye in the right direction to give Day enough time to get to the puck first. Harewood over the blue line for the Tigers. Puck finds Howells. He can't get under control and the Bees will break out. Harvey Stead, met by Silverthorne. Harewood will bring it the other way. 2-on-2 now. Harewood on his own. Shot is gloved down by Goss and says it, and the referee blows the play dead. With 9 seconds left on the Dan Rose minor. Face off to the left of Goss, won by the Bees. Eventually, they will come clear. Penalty coming in there on the Tigers. Just as Dan Rose returns to the ice. And it's a holding minor on the Tigers. Oh no, hooking is called it. It's been called as. 35-12. If you're playing along with the game sheet at home. 2-minute hooking minor on the Tigers. Didn't quite see who that was on our replay camera a bit. It's Jason Silverthorne, 2 minutes hooking at 35-12. The Bees will go back to the power play. They've got one power play goal so far on the night. Yeah, but there was a time for a second, it's now. Face-off is won by the Bees. Held up in the middle there now. Goodbye, brings it out. Turns. Pass up to the point. Stead to Lindgren. Down low to Goodbye. Galazzi taking up residence in front of Brad Day's net. Pass to Lindgren. Lindgren to Galazzi. That shot is saved from Day and it's cleared away by McKenzie. Harvey Stead will go back to collect. Goodbye now behind the Bees net. He will break out. Met by McKenzie. Round McKenzie. Daniel Rose does enough to break the play up. And then Dan Rose can complete the clearance. Goss will come out to play the puck for the Bees. 1 minute 10 left on the Silverthorne minor. Long pass out. Shipped in. Goodbye will give chase. Attempted pass to Lindgren is shipped up into the netting by Jake Price. And the face-off will be inside. Puck lodged up in the netting here by us in the commentary box. I will say this, producer Nick, your dad dancing was on the stream there for a brief second. You forgot about that camera, didn't you? And you put it up there. Beast power play, Mog, Walcombe. Walcombe waits, pass back to Mog. Shot through traffic, tipped in front, nobody there. Lack now. Finds Walcombe. Walcombe holds up, steps in off the face-off dot. That takes a deflection into the netting. Face-off will stay inside the Tigers zone. 36 seconds left on the Silverthorne hooking minor. 3:24 left in the second period of this game. Face-off won by Walcombe. Lack owns it. Walcombe walks in, goes round Mitchell King, tries to stuff it near side. That comes off of Day's shoulder and wide. Goodison tries to fire the clearance out, and all he does is hit referee James Irons in the back. Mogg pinches in, collects it. Back to Walcombe. Finds Mogg. Walcombe from the face-off dot. Over to Mogg. That shot tipped. It goes up and into the netting. 5 seconds left on the power play. Corey Goodison unhappy with the fact that his clearance hit referee Irons, and they're having a chat down below us. Face off won by the Bees. Puck comes up to the point. Mogg fakes the first time shot. Second one takes a deflection in front, but nestles nicely into Day's pads. As the Tigers return to full strength, 2:47 left in the second period. Face off to the right of Day is won by Silverthorne. Goodison plays the puck out, finds his way to Harewood. Harewood, round one, the break-up pass falls to Silverthorne. Round the net, back to Harewood. Up to Goodison on the point. His pass is deflected. Still finds his way to his man. Plant to Mitchell King. Shot through traffic, saved by Goss into his chest. And he will hold it. Face off to the right of Goss, won by the Tigers. That comes out of the zone. Daniel Rose will collect. Bees calls a turnover. Passes straight to Jake Price, who brings it in. English plays it off the boards. Comes to Harewood. Back down low to Silverthorne. He's met by English this time. Silverthorne just out-muscles him. Old man strength from Jason Silverthorne. Price shot in front. That goes off the plexiglass and away. Bees look to clear, and they get it out of the zone. Jake Price to Harewood. Takes it in, still with it. English collects now for the Bees. Looks for a pass. Long cross-ice pass, almost tape to Goodbye, but he will beat the icing call out. No help for Goodbye, though, as he turns the puck over. From the Tigers, McKenzie. Chips it in so that the Tigers can complete the line change. Harvey Stead now for the Bees. Turns, goes the other way. Again, 2 Tigers on him and no help. The forecheck from the Tigers has been unrelenting all night so far. You'd think at 7-1 it would have taken a breath, but it hasn't. The Bees break into the zone. Pass to the front of the net is cleared as we enter the final minute of the second period. Howells clears it out to Luca. Luca gets poke check from behind by Ryan Webb. Webb will carry it in. He's met by 2 Tigers, but he'll evade the checks the first time, but not the second. McKenzie with the puck now, flips it up to Luca. Cross-ice pass finds Howells. Howells waits, tries to chip it in. Takes the deflection, and Webb will be the first man there. Pass was attempted to Wilstead, can't get there. Walcombe will be the first man to it instead. He's held up against the boards by Goodison. Just long enough for Mulcahy. Puck turned over to Walcombe, takes a bobble over the net. Lucas Price tries to hand pass out of the zone but can't. Mitchell King collects, he will clear it out. Bees with possession. They try and chip it in, and that will do it for the second period as Mitchell King just ends the last 4 seconds. Well, it's a better period from the Bees there in the second. 2-0. Small linings and silver linings and all that. Goals coming there for the Bees. 7-3 is the score so far on the night. We will be back in 15 minutes' time.
I'm Yuha. It's just like a game, to be honest. That'll work. Oh, I'm on Brendan's line, eh? Let's go. Yeah! my God. Oh. That's really mean. That's really mean. I'm trying to work on it, okay?
Why did they put it on you?
I'm boring.
The least amount of words ever.
It's going to start right away. Forwards and hang on to the puck. On the whistle,
be
leave
uncomfortable.
that puck forward, get to the net, and I'm just going to fire pucks and you guys go have it.
I'm getting bullied. I'm getting bullied. I'm getting bullied. Oh, absolutely not. So I don't stand in front of the net. I'm more of a corner guy myself. Okay, get this thing off me now, Andy. I'm done. I'm done. Need to go to bed. Bedtime for you, Hot Lindgren.
Well, we promised we'd give you the last half of the Juha Lindgren mic'd up segment, and there it is from Training in the Week. Get in touch if you want to see which players you want to see mic'd up at training. We're going to do it more through the year. Use the hashtag BeesMNL and @BeesMNL for your thoughts on that. I'll give you the updates from around the league first before we focus on here. It's Peterborough Phantoms 6, Raiders 2 after 2 periods. Jasper Foster for the Phantoms and Eric Piatak for the Raiders in that period. It's Hull Seahawks 1, Sheffield Steeldogs 3, James Spur with the additional goal for the Steeldogs. And it's now MK Lightning 4, Bristol Pitbulls 1. I didn't catch the goal scorer, so I will just quickly scroll through and see if I can find them quick. Rio Grill Park for the Lightning, along with Tim Wallace and Sean Norris, and a goal from Jay Warren for the Pitbulls. Meanwhile here, it's the Bees, TSI Well Bees 3, Telford Tigers 7, 10 shots on each in that period, making it 23-24 to the Tigers so far. And the 2 goals in that period for the Bees coming from Josh Martin, his first of the year, and Brendan Welcome with his 6th of the year, as the Bees win that period at least 2-0. It's a big bounce back needed still here in the third, as both teams have rejoined on the ice. Brad Day leading out the Tigers and Adam Goss once again leading out the Bees for this third and possibly final period for tonight's game. And don't forget, you can join in the conversation. Use the hashtag BeesMNL or @BeesMNL for all your game night updates. There have been some additional assists handed out on goals. I didn't quite catch it from matchline announcer Danny Purchase, so bear with. I will try and find out what those were. As referee James Lyons calls the players in, as we are underway with the third period for tonight's game. The Bees win the face-off. Harveystead pass up ice to Galazzi, no touch there, icing is called, and it comes straight back the other way. Face off to the left of Goss. Won by Silverthorne. Puck finds his way to the D-man. Plant. Holds off Will Stead. Back up to the D-man. Down to Harewood again. Harveystead is the first man there though. Lindgren will clear it up to Galazzi. It looks like there's been some changes there. Lindgren now up on the top line with Galazzi and Goodbye for the Bees. Tigers will clear the zone. Lindgren is the first man there. Harveystead off the boards to Goodbye. Tigers turn it over. Goodbye keeps it in though this time. Galazzi chips it around Silverthorne. Tries to chase it but loses out to Corey Goodison, and the Tigers will clear. Stead misplays the puck. Tigers will get the change, as will the Bees. Mogg behind the Bees goal. Mog off the boards, up to Martin. Chipped around Daniel Rose to Dan Rose. Skates in, shot hits the side netting and goes away. Rose up to Mog. Mog shot is tipped in front, that goes into the opposite corner. Martin. Back in front to Pitchley, his shot goes wide. Rose tries to hand it off to Mog. Does. That shot takes another deflection and goes wide. Puck scores its way out. English for the Bees. Shot. Again, well wide for this time. Mog keeps it in. And that puck is then turned over to Mackenzie. Big cross-ice pass to Luca. Puck finds its way in. And that shot avoids the net. Howells looks like he's taking a stick to the mouth. He's skating to the bench. Play continues. Watkins. Held off by Dan Rose. Puck is flipped high as the Bees change. Tigers bring it the other way. Watkins. He's punched off the puck by English. Wilstead will push Mulcahy off the puck. He's met by all three of the Tigers forwards. Pass finds English to turn away. Watkins to the front of the net. Wilstead plays it in front of his netminder. Attempted clearance is kept in. Chip back in deep. Wilstead reads it. Plays the bouncing puck and comes away. Walken. Chases on rebound, putt to the front of the net, and that is saved by Day. Amendments to the goals. Bees' third goal is now a Stuart Mogg assist on that one, and Tigers' fifth goal assist to Bailey Harewood is the amendments. So it's Stuart Mogg third assist, an assist on the Bees' third goal, and Bailey Harewood an assist on the Tigers' fifth for the evening. As Finley House finally gets his equipment back from the ice. Face-off to the left of Day. It's won by the Tigers. Clearance falls nicely to Harewood's stick. Stick hands away, round one D-man. Wilstead is there to play the second, but Harvey helps him out there to force Harewood away. Shot from the point, off the post, the outside of the post there from the point. Silverthorne is the first man there. Tries to chip it behind the goal. Galazzi does enough to hold Harewood off. Gabai brings it away for the Bees. Tries to chip it around Silverthorne but can't. Webb completes the play. Daniel Rose will be there to chase him into board. Tigers look to clear. Harvey Stead will play it. Centre ice. Mogg brings it back. Gabai up to Webb. Chipped in. Day just pads it away. Jessen tries to play it off the boards, but well intercepted by Galazzi. His attempted pass is also blocked. Mogg tries a slap pass down low to Gabai, but that is read well, and the Tigers come on the other way. Luca. Circus plays off to the incoming D-man. Shot saved from Goss. Mackenzie out in front, turns, shoots. Another save from Goss, who covers it the second time. The shot from the blue line was well saved. The rebound fell to Mackenzie, who immediately turns and shoots. Goss claims it the second time of asking. 15:53 left in the third period. Face off to the left of Goss. Won by the Bees. Mogg plays it behind the net. Dan Rose chips it down over the blue line. Goodison is there to collect for the Tigers. Luca. Cross-ice pass to Jessen. Goes back the other way to Luca, and that is offside. Mackenzie, unsure where the puck was, just lost his bearings for a brief second. Face off won by the Tigers. Chip down low. Liam Clark will be the first man to play it. Met by Mulcahy and Watkins. The Bees will get away from Wilstead. Walken can't get it under control. Mitchell King beats him to it. Tense comes the other way, skates straight at Liam Clark, through Clark's legs. Goss has to chip it away to clear the danger. Watkins. Attempted clearance only finds his way up to Mitchell King. His shot, well saved by Goss. Face off won by Silverthorne. Plan. Back up to the defence. Well saved by Goss from that shot from the point. Goodison looking for his second of the evening. Bees on the face-off, clear at the length of the ice. No icing is called. Mitchell King gets there first. His pass is wayward, falls to Pitchley. His shot saved by Day. Penalty is called. And it looks like it is on JJ Pitchley. A 2-minute slashing minor. 45-14 the time of the penalty. Oh no, sorry, the Tigers are getting the penalty. Mitchell King takes the 2-minute slashing. It looked like the referee was pointing at JJ for a brief second there. But the Tigers are the ones that take it. Rhodes Mitchell King, 2 minutes for slashing there at 45-14. So the Bees will go on the power play. I said it on the last one, I'll say it on this one. If there was a time for a power play goal, it's right now, and the Bees need it desperately. Face off won by Galazzi. Puck finds his way to Goodbye, and that's a brilliant glove save from Day. Through traffic, just reaches out with that big left paw and snags it out the sky. Face off to the right of Day. Won by Galazzi again. Mogg pinches down low to collect it. Looks for the pass, finds Goodbye. Down to Lindgren. Walken. He's met by Silverthorne, looks to clear it. Only as far as Goodbye. Puck finds his way to Mogg. Shot saved from Day. And the Tigers will clear. Tigers go for a change. In fact, both teams do. Goodbye brings it up ice on his own. Pass finds its way to Wilstead. Ryan Webb, sorry. And that is another penalty this time. And this time it is on the Bees. James Galazzi called, by the looks of it, for tripping. No cross-checking is the call there from Mr. Matthews. 45-56, the time of the penalty. And that is a chance wasted for the Bees. As we will go to 4-on-4 hockey. So Galazzi, 2 minutes for cross-checking there. We'll play 4-on-4 for the next minute and 18 seconds. Face off, won by the Tigers. Snapshot goes up and off the side of the netting. The shot came from Harewood. Took a massive deflection off Wilstead and just looped up into the side netting of Goss's net. Bees do clear it down deep. Tigers will come the other way. Jake Price behind the net. Comes out to play it. Puck finds his way to Harewood. He stick hands his way around one beat. Can't complete the play, but he does eventually get it away from Will Stead. Stead does well to get it back, though. He finds his brother Harvey. He finds Juha Lindgren. Lindgren at speed. Can't take the puck with him. Harvey Stead does just enough to keep it in. Falls to Webb. Circles, goes back the other way. Stead. To Will. Evades the sliding Tiger. Wilstead to the front of the net. Finds his way to Webb. That shot is blocked. Tigers will maintain possession. 15 seconds left of 4-on-4 hockey. Tigers just waiting for the play and waiting to kill the rest of this penalty as they will go on the power play. Puck finds its way to Jessen. Shot is snapped in. Mulcahy gets it. Tigers on the power play now. Mulcahy to the front of the net. Puck takes a few bobbles. That shot comes in from Mulcahy and it's well covered up by Goss. 33 seconds of power play time left for the Tigers. And 12 and a half minutes left in the game. Face off won by Mackenzie. Silverthorne now. It's met by Mogg, does enough to create the turnover. Rose with a cross-ice pass to JJ Pitchley. He is immediately poke-checked by Daniel Rose and then swarmed by 4 Tigers. Pitchley doing well just to hold it up, kill a bit more time on the clock. Plant brings the puck away. As they bring it up ice. And the Bees return to full strength. Plant to the front of the net, sliding Will Stead there. Does enough to block the shot. Pitchley brings it away. Galazzi straight out the box and into the play. Skates up the left wing to the front of the net to Will Stead. Nobody there. Pitchley behind the goal, creates a turnover. Pitchley on the backhand shot, saved by Dade. Rebound to Goodbye, comes behind the net. Pass in front to nobody, and that will go the length of the ice. And the Tigers will change. Mogg off the boards, chipped in by Goodbye. Martin goes to lay the hit on Mitchell King. Mitchell King gets the pass away, and here come the Tigers again. Pass to the middle of the trailing man. Watkins almost there. Puck kept in. Lucas Price can't get hold of it. Watkins to Lucas Price. Poke check by English. Kept in by Goodison. Shot from Mitchell King. That goes wide. And it will go to the length of the ice. Martin looks for the change. And Tigers will get possession back from Goodison. Walcombe creates a turnover, puck to the front of the net. Walcombe can't quite get there. Howes beats him to it, but Walcombe does get there the second time of asking. Tigers come back the other way. Can't get possession of the puck under control. English passes to Webb. Webb drop pass to Walcombe. Stick handles his way round one. Looks for the shot. That is saved by Day. Webb. Pass down low. That takes deflection. Hits Day on the pad, and the Tigers will get control and clear. Only down to Lewis English. Pass up to Stead. Up to the middle for Pitchley. Pitchley lays it off. Shot is blocked in front. Can't see the number on that one. Pitchley knocked down. Gets the pass away. I think it's Walcombe, but the Tigers get the turnover off Will Stead. It's 3-on-2. Trailing man comes in. Shot is blocked by Will Stead. Walcombe takes it the other way with Pitchley. Now the Bees have their own 3-on-2 break. Pitchley to Brennan Walcombe. Back to Pitchley. Shot saved by Day. And it'll go end to end again, and the Tigers get the break. Shot is well saved by Goss there from Hayward. Couldn't quite see the number on it until the last second. Sorry about that. Just outweights the man, and Goss manages to hit him in the shoulder and up into the netting. Face-off will be inside the zone. 9 minutes 32 left in the game. Face-off won by the Tigers. Harewood up to the point. Shot. Oh, he's off the outside of the post again from the Tigers there. It's another good shot by Corey Goodison. On another night, he has a hat-trick. Rose. Tigers cross-ice pass finds his way to Harewood. Harewood, again, just working his way around Wilstead. Mogg is there to clean up. Tries the massive cross-ice pass. That only falls as far as Silverthorne. Silverthorne pushes his way through 2 players. Shot is off the side of the net. Plant collects. Bees get the puck now. Mogg to Goodbye. Goodbye up to Rose. Harvestead finds Goodbye. Goodbye breaks down the middle. Day is out to play the puck and does enough to push it away from the on-rushing Bee. English to a wide open Harvestead. Stead tries to chip it in. Day will cover it up. 8 minutes 29 to go. Tigers come out on the break. Pass to the front of the net, takes a deflection. Bees get it under control. Errant pass from Lindgren is turned over to Mackenzie. Howells dumps it in. Luca up to the point. Shot comes in. Save from Goss straight into the glove. Mitchell King with that one. Didn't get a tip on it this time. Straight into Goss's glove. Face off to the right of Goss. Tigers win. Shot from Howells goes wide. That is a brilliant pass. The second one, that is to the front of the net. That one's off the post. The cross-ice pass found Luca. Goss had to slide over to make the stop. The rebound came straight out to Scott McKenzie, who clangs it off the post on what would have been a surefire eighth goal. Tigers get the turnover again. Howells comes again. Pass is intercepted. Another turnover in front. It's beasts literally stumbling over each other now. Luca tries to go for the pass back to the D-man. Gets blocked. Goodbye. Can't get there first. And there is a penalty called behind the play. I'm not sure on what. But James Galazzi is going to the box again. I believe it's another cross-checking minor. 52-35 the time on that one, as the Tigers go on the power play once again. Two for cross-checking, 52-35 for Galazzi. Tigers power play, face-off won by Dan Rose. Mogg will ring it round the boards. Kept in by Mitchell King. Mogg harried by Watkins. Watkins back up to the blue line. Shot through traffic, goes wide. Mitchell King chips it back in. Watkins tries to go back to Mitchell King. Finds Harewood. Harewood shot in front, and that one is ripped glove high on Adam Goss for the Tigers' 8th of the evening. Bailey Harewood comes back to haunt his old team and snipes one home for Tigers goal number 8. It's good work from Watkins in the corner. It finds his way out to Mitchell King there. Just down low to Harewood, top of the face-off circle, and he rips it top bins on Adam Goss. Not a lot the Bees netminder could have done about that one. It's a hell of a finish from Harewood. 53-07 the time of that power play goal. Face off won by the Bees, and Harvey Stead will chip it in. Mitchell King finds its way out to Harvey Stead. Shot chipped in, that takes a deflection. It goes away from Day's goal. Lindgren in the corner there, held up. Comes out to Webb, and that will go the length of the ice. Mulcahy hurries Harvey Stead. Again, just that Tigers forecheck has been everywhere all night. Mulcahy, Harewood with the puck. Back up to the blue line. Shot is blocked by Lindgren. Price to Harewood. Again, just evades every single check thrown at him. The snapshot is saved by Goss, who clears it the second time. Walcombe manages to get it around Jessen. Can't quite get it around Plant. Tigers get the puck back. Down low to Jessen. Just in front of the net. Plant fans on the shot. And Lindgren will bring it away for the Bees. Lindgren evades the check of Daniel Rose. Stumbles over as he tries to regain himself. Puck to the front of the net. Shot saved from Day. Rebound is held up by Harewood. He looks to clear it and does come away with it. Only as far as Dan Rose. Dumped into the corner. Jake Price collects for the Tigers. Evades Martin. Tigers break out. Cross-ice pass is wayward. Martin will bring it the other way for the Bees now. Martin round the net, backhand. Tried to get it to the front of the net, but didn't get anywhere with it. Howells collects for the Tigers. Jessen kept in by Wilstead. Stead around one, risks the shot. That goes off of Day's shoulder and into the plexi. Another penalty is called here this time. Everyone looks a bit confused as to what's been called. No one's really sure. Referee Stephen Matthews has seen something. It looks like players of both teams are going to the box. No. It's a penalty on the Tigers. Answers on a postcard for that one. Players weren't sure what's called. I'm not sure what's been called. We'll find out in a second what's been decided by referee Stephen Matthews. But it's a penalty on Brodie Jessen, timed at 55:30. Brodie Jessen, 2 minutes for delay of game at 55:30. Bees win the face-off. Lindgren tries to go round the boards. Tigers will get the first man there. And they can break out. They didn't even need to dump it. Here come the Tigers again. Shot saved from Goss. Rebound. Goodison's chance nearly creating a ninth. Wilstead now harried by Jason Silverthorne. Goodbye collects behind the net. Wilstead circles back the other way. Carries it up centre ice. Off to Goodbye on the right wing. Goodbye met by Silverthorne. Galazzi tries to poke around the D-man. Can't quite pull it off. And Mitchell King clears. Goss out to play it. Both teams change. Harvestead brings it out, drops it to Goodbye. Pass finds its way to Walken. Drop pass to Lindgren. Tries to drop pass it to Harvestead, but it is way wide and comes out the zone. Goodbye now for the Bees. Carries it in. Tries to leave it for Walken. Does eventually. Puck finds its way over to Mogg. Down low. Fanned pass there from behind the net. Tigers will hold it up. 30 seconds left on the Jessen liner. Bees come away with it. Cross-ice pass is intercepted again. That's been the theme of the night from the Tigers. Puck chipped up into the rafters. Goodbye will collect. Goodbye on his own round. Mitchell King. Shot scores! Dominic Goodbye, just as the power play was about to end, goes coast to coast, doing it on his own. And the Bees get their fourth for the evening, timed at 57:30. It looks like there's a delay penalty on that one. Goodbye, you could see him there just bombing his way up the right wing, round the man, and fires it through Brad Day. It looks like the Bees are about to go back on the power play, by the way, just as we go before we go live. Round the man to the front of the net, through Day's 5-hole. Dom Goodbye gets his 8th of the year. That is definitely a delayed penalty on that one, or is it? No, it is going to be 5-on-4 again. It's another Bees power play coming up here. The Jessen penalty was just about to expire as the puck went in the net. And there's a Rhodes Mitchell King 2-minute minor on the clock now. 5-on-4 for the next 2 minutes. 2.5 minutes left in the game. And the Bees win the face-off again. Mogg over to Wilstead. Dumps it in. Bees give chase. Price can't get under control. Martin is the first man there. Finds its way out to Mogg. To Lindgren. Back to Webb. Lindgren. Lindgren does well to hold his man off. Martin down low. Held up. Webb manages to break the puck free. Martin. Tigers turn the puck over. 2 minutes slashing called on Rhodes Mitchell King there. And there's 1 minute left of that penalty. Mogg leaves it for Walcombe. Walcombe, round 2 Tigers already. Looks to go through the set. Stops, waits, looks for a pass. Nothing coming there. And Goodbye can't keep the puck in. Pass comes through. Tigers can't get under control. Goodbye. And that is a penalty called on Dom as he tried to get the turnover. 58-58 is the time. Dom Goodbye will sit 2 minutes for hooking as we're about to enter the final minute of tonight's game. Face off to the left of Goss, won by Pitchley. We'll play 4-on-4 for the next 30 seconds. We're into the final minute of this third period. Pitchley carries it in, Lindgren collects. Shot is off of Day's shoulder and into the plexi. Puck comes its way out to Harvey Stead. Cross ice to Mogg. Mogg to the front of the net. Lindgren can't get there. Stead back to Mogg again. Mogg shot through traffic, blocked away by Day. Pitchley there, met by Daniel Rose. As the Tigers return to full strength. Mogg chips it in. Tigers will look to break out with Goodison. Goodison does well to just hold up under pressure from Mogg. Cross ice pass goes to the Tiger eventually. Mitchell King holds it up to Byrne. Byrne tries to go to the front of the net. That pass makes his way to Howells. Shot comes in from Harewood, who looks to put a ninth on the cake. As the buzzer goes here tonight, the score: the TSI World Beast 4, the Telford Tigers 8. What can we say? It was a dominant performance from the defending league champs tonight. The first period, 7 goals on 14 shots. 2 netminder changes is what's taken the game away from the Bees this evening. But take nothing away, some clinical finishing and some well-worked goals. Given the Tigers, they deserved 2 points in town tonight. For the Bees, 15 minutes of madness has somewhat cost them. It's an unfortunate thing. It's something that really we need to be drilling out of it now. 15 minutes giving up 7 goals, and the rest of the game is 4-1.
Next weekend we're back on the road on Saturday as we go to Watford playing the Radios. Face off at 5:15 and next Saturday on the road. We'll then wrap up the Sheffield Steeldogs next Sunday.
We thank you for joining us anyway tonight. Be a Bees fan or a Tigers fan. If you're a Telford fan, you've really enjoyed your evening. As we just wait for the man of the match presentations. Shots on goal there for the final period, 10 on the Bees, 11 on the Tigers. Makes it 34 each tonight. Just shows you the Tigers just a lot more clinical overall on the night, and particularly in that first period where every deflection seemed to go into the top corner of the Bees' goal. Take nothing away, especially the Vladimir Luka slap shot, which stayed in the net for quite a while. It took both linesmen and Harvey Stead to get the puck out of the net on that one. It was an absolute rocket down below us from me and producer Nicker. Overall, a very good night for the men in black and orange and the travelling support.
By our title sponsor, TSI Wales. We represent our awards to you. This is the team, that's the Telford Tigers. Man of match to Telford, going to number 30, Bradley Day.
As Brad Day gets the man of the match for the Tigers. 30 saves on the night for him. On a man who is, let's face it, criminally underrated at his position amongst some fan bases. As Brad Day receives the Man of the Match award tonight from our main sponsors, TSI World, as they take their lap of honour. A bounce-back win for the Tigers tonight after their defeat at home last night. On to the man of the match for the Bees. Oh, I forgot shirt off his back was the thing. And man of the match for the Bees goes to Josh Martin. His first goal of the night. He was everywhere tonight. A solid performance from him. Once again, presented by title sponsors TSI World. Don't forget the Bees are on the road on Saturday when they travel to Romford to take on the Raiders. But more importantly, if you're here on the streams, next Sunday the Bees take on the Sheffield Steel Dogs. 5 o'clock face-off for that one. Josh Martin with his signed shirt to the crowd as they go on their lap of honour. A disappointing defeat. Again, a funny 15 minutes, giving up 7 goals in that first period. The Bees doing well after that, but it was too big of a hole to dig themselves out of tonight. We're back here in Slough at the Everyone Active Leisure Centre next Sunday, 5 o'clock, when we welcome the Sheffield Steel Dogs in town. We'll be live from 4 for the warm-ups. Please join us once again for that one next Sunday. And for me, producer Nick up here, signing off. Thank you and good night.